Okay, hi, this is Alana, and I'm going to do a little tutorial on how to use Google Forms to make an escape room. In my last video, I did a little tutorial on using Canva to create graphics, and be using graphics from Canva in this as well. So I'm going to do my best to make this make sense, but I'm sort of figuring it out as I go, so bear with me. So first I just opened up a new Google form in Google Docs, and this is what it looks like when you first opened. I named it up here on the top left. I called it OT Escape Room number 2. And then in the description right here I wrote, we are at a zoo, let's find our way to visit the elephant. So I'm going to do a little zoo themed thing here as we go. So just to show you a really basic thing, in my last escape room, on the first page, I first of all, in this description box, this is where I put in my name. So I said, created by Miss Alana, graphics made in Canva. And then I put in what that Google form or that escape room would focus on. So my last one, it was like grass, sky, and dirt letters. This one, I'm going to be working on visual closure, for example. So this escape room game will focus on visual closure. I'll probably add some other things, but just for now. So you can put whatever information you want up there. This is what they'll first see when they open it. And they'll also see this question, theoretically. So in my last one, I did it, I just wanted to do a basic first question to get started. So I said, are you ready to play? And I just had one answer, and that answer is yes. Oops. Yes. Okay. So this is where you'll start to create new sections, basically. So what happens is, so first of all, I make most of I think all of the questions required, because if you don't make it required, then they can just I don't know, do whatever. So if you make it required, and then you click these 3 little dots on the bottom right of this question screen. Some people, I think, call it a hamburger or a skinny snowman. So I'm going to click go to section based on answer. And that is sort of how you do in when you're building a survey, you might have 2 answers and one answer takes you one way and one answer takes you another way. So this is how you determine kind of which direction the person will go. In this case, there's only one answer, so everyone's going to do the same thing, basically. So there you are. But this is just to start. I'll show you how that works in a more complicated question. So continue to next section, and right here, this little equal sign is how you add a section. So I just added a section. So now here's section, this is section 1 that they'll see first, and here's section 2. So theoretically, after they click yes, they'll continue to this next section, which you can tell because here it says after section 1, continue to next section. Okay. So in my next section, I might write, let's figure out how to find the elephants. That's what we're working on. Okay, so this is just our section header. To add the question, you click this little plus sign right here. You'll see if you hover over it, it says add question. Okay, so I want to add a picture for this one because I'm doing visual closure. Here's where you add an image. And I'm going to upload a picture that I did from Canva. And let's see. Oh, there are my pictures. Okay, so let's do the butterfly first. So I added that, I uploaded it. All right, here's my butterfly. It's kind of big, so I'm going to resize it. And I'm actually going to switch the order of these things. So the way I can switch things is there's this series of 6 dots right here, and that helps me move things. Okay, so I have this section header that says let's figure out how to find the elephants. You can put a title here. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And here's the question. The question is going to be, what animal is this? So maybe actually I'll put for my image title, here is the first animal we see. What animal is this? Okay, so we have the question, and then let's fill in our answer. So I might put 3 different answers. So I'll put frog, frog. I'll put butterfly, the right answer. And what else? I'll put bird. Okay. So now we have 3 different answers. So we want it to be that if they select frog or bird, it takes them to a page where it says, that's not right, let's try again. And if they click butterfly, it takes them to a page that says, good job, here's the next question. So we have to create both of those options. So to do that, before I even deal with where this goes, I'm going to create those sections. So here's my new section. And in this section I'll first do the good job section. So this will be great job. It is a butterfly. Okay. Then my other section is try again. Okay, so those are my 2 sections. So now I'll show you how to make your choices lead you. So I'm going to make this question required. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to check off shuffle option order so that sometimes butterfly's in the middle, sometimes it's at the top, bottom, whatever. I'm also going to go back in and I'll click go to section based on answer. Okay, so for frog, that's the wrong answer. So we'll go to try again. Butterfly, that's the right answer. We'll go to great job. It is a butterfly. Bird, that's the wrong answer. So we'll go to try again. Okay. Oopsies. I just wanted to click on this to see what it says. Okay. Right. So I don't think you really need to do anything with this because we already qualified each of these things. But let's try it just to test it. Test it out. So to test it out, up here on the top, there's this little eye where you can preview your form. So let's try it. Okay, OT escape room number 2. We are at a zoo. Let's find our way to visit the elephants. Blah, blah, blah. Are you ready to play? Yes. Click next. Okay, number 2. Okay, let's figure out how to find the elephants. Here is the first animal we see. What animal is this? All right, so let's try the right answer first. So butterfly. Next. Great job. It is a butterfly. Awesome. All right, I'm going to click out of this, and let's play it one more time to see if those wrong answers work. Are you ready to play? Yes. All right, let's try bird this time. Try again. Okay, so those worked. I'm going to go back in now and show you how to kind of continue it on. You might be able to figure it out from here because it's sort of just repeating it over and over again, but I'll do kind of one more round. All right, so we have section 3 out of 4. Great job, it is a butterfly. Okay, so now let's say I want to do the next animal. So I'm going to add a question. Sometimes the questions go to a weird spot, like that just happened. So I'm just going to click on this little 6-dot thing, and I'll move it down to the section that I'm working on. All right, so now we'll do, what animal is this? I'm going to add my picture. We already did the butterfly. Let's do the dog. All right, what animal is this? And again, I'm going to switch these. So actually the picture's at the top. I'll make it a little smaller. What animal is this? I'm going to give some options. Do you like how I use my kid voice when I ask the question? All right, so I'm going to put dog. I'm going to put, what else should we put? Goat and shark for one easy one. Okay, we'll leave that for now, I think. Because down here, I'm going to show you what do I do when I want them to try again. So when I want them to try again, I'm going to give them that same picture, that butterfly that they didn't get the first time. I'm going to resize it again. All right, I'm going to add the question again. What animal is this? There's my kid voice. Sometimes I'll make it easier, like I'll just give 2 answers instead of 3, so I'll try that. So we'll do butterfly, and then I'll give them something really wild so that, you know, it probably isn't like a pig. Okay, so once again, we're going to make this required. I'm going to check off go to section based on answer. So for butterfly, if they click that this time, they got it right. Great job, it's a butterfly. If they guess pig, I want them to try again. So they're going to go back to actually the same section where it says try again. Does that make sense? Sort of? All right, I'm going to go back up to this section now. Back up to great job, it is a butterfly. Now we're doing what animal is this? So once again, this is like the same sort of situation. When you click dog, you want them to go to the next question. And if they click goat or shark, they're going to be going to the try again section. So just one more time, I'm going to make this required. I'm going to click shuffle option order, and I'm going to click go to section based on answer. And now I have to create these sections. So basically every time you go through a new question, you have to create these new sections that it's going to go to. I hope this is making literally any sense at all. Okay, so I want to make a good job section for the dog and then a try again section. So let's add another section. You sometimes have to like keep track of things. It gets kind of wild. So here's a situation that I don't like the order of this because this try again butterfly is, I just don't like it. So the way to reorder these sections is to click these three little dots and click move section. And so you can now see the list of my sections. And my untitled section, the one I'm working on right now, I want that to be at the bottom. You don't have to do it that way. It just helps me organize the thoughts in my brain. Save. All right, so we're working on if they said the answer is dog. Great job. It is a dog. Okay, and then we need another section to say try again. So here we go, back up to this dog question. So if they select dog, I'll send them to section 5, great job, it is dog. And if they select goat, it's going to take them to the try again section. Make sure, like in this example, I'm going to have multiple try agains. So I don't want to do this section 4 try again because that's the one for the butterfly. I'm going to do this section 6 try again because that's the one for the dog. Okay, so if they select dog, they'll go to section 5, which is great job, it is a dog. And if they select goat or shark, they'll go to section 6, which is try again. So let's fill those out a little bit more. So let's do great job first. So it is a dog. Here again, I'm like, it's almost like a loop. I'm going to now do the next question. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to get my giraffe picture that I created. It's too big. Make it smaller, a little bit smaller even. Okay, great job. It is a dog. Here's our next one. We have to add the question. The question is, what animal is this? Again, I'll do my options. Same thing. It's a total like cycle. You get stuck in a loop. And then here's our try again section. So again, I'm going to put my dog back because this section is for if they didn't get the dog question right. So try again. So just like I like to do the same wording. So try again. And I just last time did what animal is this? So sometimes you can maybe give them a hint if you want. So here's my question. What animal is this? Again, I'm going to say dog or what should I do? Snake. Make it easy. Make it required. Go to section based on answer. You don't need to shuffle the options, but you can. All right, so if they click dog, they want to go to great job, it is a dog. If they click snake, we're going to try again. All right, let's watch this whole thing. It's going to get a little wonky at the end because I didn't finish this question, but that's okay. All right, so let's check it out. I'm going to click this I, which is preview. I am ready to play, yes. Here is the first animal we see. It's a butterfly. Great job, it is a butterfly. What animal is this? Dog. Great job, it is a dog. Okay, so remember we didn't finish this question. No worries. Let's try it now in preview mode to check the wrong answers. I sort of like spend a lot of time checking all the answers. Let's try frog this time. Try again. What animal is this? Okay, it's a butterfly. Great job, it is a butterfly. You can always, if you want, you can do another section because this could be a little confusing where it says it is a butterfly and it's a picture of a dog because that's the next question. So you could do a page in between that says, great job, it is a butterfly. And then click next. And then do the dog question. That's probably a better way to do it, actually. All right, what animal is this? Let's try shark. Try again. What animal is this? Dog. Great job, it is a dog. All right, so I'll just show you what I was just talking about, which is If you want it to just say, great job, it is a butterfly, I'm just going to add a section here. So let's see. We kind of have to find where that, okay. So here's that untitled section. And okay. I'm going to move it up a little bit. Okay. So great job, it is a butterfly. I might want it to just say that. So in that case, I'm going to move this question down here. And I'm going to move this dog picture, oops, down here. So that when they do great job, it is a butterfly, that's all that will be on this page. So I'll put next animal here. So after great job, it is a butterfly, they'll click next, and then they'll get to this animal. So I'll show you what that looks like. So I just added, this section by itself has no questions on it, and you'll see that when I preview it. I'm ready to play. All right, let's figure out how to find the elephants. Here is the first animal we see. It's a butterfly. Now it just says, great job, it is a butterfly. Plain and simple. You probably could add a picture there also if you want to show the whole butterfly. Then we click next. Next animal. So that is a way to like make it a little clearer, maybe for younger kids if you need to. I'll just show you really quick how to put a full butterfly here. I actually didn't download a picture of a butterfly, but here, I'll go back into Canva. Let's see. Oh, here's where I was working on it. All right, here is my butterfly. I'm actually gonna just delete all of that. Find my butterfly again. Ooh, I lost it. I don't know where that butterfly went. So I'll bring this one back. I'm just gonna delete. I just put all these lines on here to make a visual closure activity. And now you're just gonna watch me delete these lines so you can see the whole butterfly. I'm sure it's very interesting. I am just not, I'm not a video creator, so I'm figuring this out as I go along. All right, so here's my beautiful butterfly. I want to download it. I'm gonna download it as a JPG, I don't know what that's called. Just page one, just the butterfly. Download it. All right, there it is. I'm gonna just crop it so I don't have so much white space. Crop. I'm gonna name it. I'm gonna name it full butterfly. All right, so let's go back to the escape room. And I wanna say, great job, it is a butterfly, and I'll show them that full butterfly. So I'm gonna open it up. There it is, my full butterfly. There she is, very pretty. All right, I'm gonna show you this one more time so you can see how that works. Preview with the eye. I am ready to play. Here's the first animal we see. It's a butterfly. Great job, it is a butterfly. So now that shows you the whole thing, the answer to the visual closure problem. Okay, I hope that made some sense. I'm gonna try to keep sharing information on this because I think it can be a really fun way to engage with our students. Please let me know if you have any questions and hopefully I can answer them. You can ask me on Facebook, or my Gmail is accesspointphiladelphia@gmail.com, and we will figure this out together. Hang in there.